What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I present to you Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix Remix. In the last episode, we made our way to the new world of Agrabah, based off of the movie Aladdin, released in 1992. Along that way, we were able to explore the city, find some more treasures, some new enemies, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. We found a princess, but of course she went away. She ran away, and we lost track of her, because we apparently can't keep our hands on anybody for long, and we have to go find them. However, we did exchange her out for a new partner in crime, and this would be Aladdin, standing next to me. He is, of course, the main hero of his movie. It's named after him after a while. And he also has the genie in his pocket. We can't use genie right now, but he is part of the storyline as we move along and do stuff. I guess I will take this time to actually talk a little bit more about Aladdin. I didn't really give him any type of introduction in the last episode because it ran a little long. So here we have, well, again, as I've been saying over and over again, Aladdin! First appearance in his own movie, Aladdin, 1992. He is a young man living in the desert city of Agrabah. He fell in love with Princess Jasmine, but he's afraid to tell her about his humble background. He found the legendary lamp and released Genie, who is now his partner. In this game, Genie is not voiced by Robin Williams, as some may think. It is just a very good voice actor impersonating him. And of course, we all know that no one could ever really replace Robin Williams, rest his soul and all that. Aladdin comes to us at a nice level 23. His stats are really not so bad. They're pretty good in comparison to Sora. I think his strength, he's a few levels higher than us, so of course he's going to have a few more different stats than we do, and all these characters don't gain things like AP or items. They just gain basic stats and whatnot. I'm going to switch around his customization just so he doesn't go crazy with all the remaining items he has in stock, which I'm going to take off his hands shortly. So, there you go, regular attacks, special attacks, yada yada yada. That's usually how I like setting everybody up in terms of new guys and Constance and Goofy and Donald, yada yada yada. Aladdin's abilities are very nice. He has a few good offensive abilities. Crescent, which is a straight up jump, which he'll be jumping straight up in the air, hitting any high type enemies. This to me isn't really that useful, I don't use it that much, but my favorite of his abilities is the next one down, and that would be Sandstorm. I don't know why it took so long to do that. Striking an enemy while charging through them. He's basically charging at an enemy, flailing his sword back and forth. It does multiple hits and has a very good chance of hitting guys, especially if they're standing in a row. So make sure you want to nail him with that. He does have Cheer, a new ability we haven't seen that enhances summons gauge. It's something that I don't really find a point because I don't use summons that much, but it would keep a summons around longer compared to like what we did when we had Simba. I probably would have been able to get a second attack off with Simba if I had someone with Cheer on. He does have a treasure magnet on him, but he also has two treasure magnets that you could have the ability to equip both of them at the same time, thus increasing his range to draw things in. I mean, he is a thief, so of course a lot of his other abilities are things like Lucky Strike, possibly one of the best passive abilities in the game, because it raises the luck in which it drops rare items from enemies. You can equip everybody with this, and so you can have all three party members with a Lucky Strike, and I think that increases a drop rate of something by, I want to say, maybe like 5%, 6%. Each Lucky Strike, I think, jumps it up by 2% or so. And then, of course, he has Jackpot, which means more money and HP balls will be released from guys when you destroy them. He also has a Critical Plus, which I'm going to probably take off the Crescent because I don't really use it that much, and give that to the Critical Plus because I'd rather him do initial damage as strong as he can, as opposed to using MP and missing because the computer isn't really that accurate when it comes to using special skills. He comes equipped with a Protect Chain and a Fire Ring. You can take them off him if you want to later on, but for right now, just leave it on him. Might as well, just to give him a little bit more defense. And his sword. Aladdin's weapon, powerful and efficient. Simple, easy. He has a sword, we have a Keyblade. We're all doing well with these one-handed weapons, I guess. As far as everything else goes on him, he does come equipped with a bunch of items, kind of like Tarzan did. This is what I have so far with my item. I think I showed that before. He has a lot of potions and ether, so I am going to take these off of his hands, put them back into my stock. You know what, I'm going to leave him with those 3 potions. You never know when he's going to need them. He'll probably just use them haphazardly, as most of the computer usually does anyway, even with that thing set down as low as it can. But whatever, a little bit of healing is not really that bad of a thing. Back out we go. We have a lot of enemies here that'll be popping up, and all I'm going to really do right now is run through, beat these guys up, gain some more experience, because I, again, am so close to level 21 when I'm going to finally get scanned, and at that point, we're just going to move on. So, I will see you guys momentarily. Alright, we finished that up, so we're going to go up here. There's a lot of blocked off paths as well, so you're not going to be able to go into the areas that you want to go. Like you see there, back there were some boards, so you have to come up and use your platforming skills to get to the alley. We've been here before, we know what this is. We just kind of need to beat up these guys. Again, there's more boards preventing us from going anywhere that we shouldn't go, even though I want to. So just beat up some guys, jump across those, what were those? Those window silly places. And then we will move on to the next area. We don't have to unlock any more area. Stupid box. We don't have to unlock these keyhole areas again, because once you do it once, they're all permanently unlocked. And that is that. That makes things a lot easier, again, for in terms of, like, shortcuts and things along that ways. Alright, enough of you guys. To the main street. Alright, now we need to go to a new area, the bazaar. If you look straight across, you're going to see the, well, you saw the red and blue awnings. Right across there is the bazaar. That has now opened up to us. That is a new area for us to go. But actually, before we go there, we need to go into Aladdin's hideout first. So let me jump around this area. I'm going to clear out these guys, and then I'm going to go up to Aladdin's hideout, and because there's a little scene that we got to see before we move on to the bazaar. Alright, there we go. There was a main entrance to the palace gates that you can go through in order to move things forward. How am I close? 103. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to level 21. But there's other ways that you can get to the palace gates as well. But before we do that, we are going to go up to Aladdin's house and the bazaar and a bunch of other places that we need to go. So, Jafar is after Jasmine and this keyhole. Keyhole, eh? I can swear I've heard about that somewhere before. Really? Where? Now, where was it? It's only been 200 years. Well, anyway, we've got to stop Jafar before it's too late. Way to defuse the situation there, Sora. Kind of draw everyone's attention away from the whole keyhole thing. Alright, so where do we gotta go? We have Main Street, and then we have the... What's over here? Is this Plaza? Yeah, this is the Plaza. We're gonna go out the Plaza, even though it's not the direction we need to go, because I'm gonna try once again... Oh, geez, things around me. Go away. Go away. We don't need to go to Aladdin's house. Thank you. No, okay. We are going to try to jump across one more time to get that chest, because I want it. I want it now, because I want all chests, even if it doesn't have anything that useful in it. It's still something I would like to get. Whoa! Oh wow, that that pot spider jumped really high. The door behind Sora would have been locked if you did not use the keyhole inside of Aladdin's house. That's the particular gate that opens up. And again, it's just more of a shortcut between the areas, or a different path between the areas, and I would like to get him with something, and... Ow! He hit me with his sword, while I hit him with Blizzard. Whatever, I win in the long run. What are you, Mr. Chest? A cottage. Just selling stuff. I don't use cottages or anything along that way. Is everyone alright? Everyone good? Everyone's running into a wall, apparently. Alright, jump! Into the main street. And then the little section over here has a bunch of pot spiders. Again, we're going to beat them up really quickly, get a lot of money, and hope for a mithril shards. Aww. But at least now we're going to be able to get up here and get to this chest. So I remember in the last episode I mentioned things being a small type of map per se in Agrabah. What are you? Dark matter. Ooh, good. We like these like rare synthesis stuff. Yeah, the maps in here are pretty small, but they're very vertical. So there's a lot of up and down to Agrabah, and it'll make you want to come back later when you have like high jump and various other good abilities in order to get to the areas that you need to get to. Alright, so I think if you go to the plaza, it'll actually forbid you from going there, or at least if you walk in there, it's not going to really work out so well. What we need to do is we need to open that gate that's straight across from us, when the yellow banners are hanging off from, or canopies, whatever. So we're going to go back here to the bazaar, which is a new area we haven't been to yet. Of course, there is more guys here. Nobody that we haven't seen before. Bunch of the greens, bunch of bandits, some shadows. But more importantly, before you leave Agrabah, or before you do anything else, I guess say, make sure to come back here a few times, because you have 5 pot scorpions, or pot spiders, right there, ready for the beatdown. Whatever. And then you have a lot more as you go along as well. So those guys were just regular pots. Go away. You do have a blue trinity down in the bottom. Oh, who's here? Somebody here. Where'd he go? There he is. Get back here. There you go. Good job, Aladdin. Way did not do anything. Alright, so as I said, we have a blue trinity right here on the ground, so you want to make sure to grab that next time you have Donald and Goofy in your team, because you need both of them. What is this? Lots of money. Grab. Let's take these little window legend thingies, jump across them. Pop. I hope I got them all. Another chest. Thundara G, another cannon for our gummy ship. Not like I'll probably use that, but whatever. And there's the keyhole that we need over there in order to release with the keyblade. But before we do that, we have a chest over here, just sitting here ready to be opened, saying, take me, I'm a fire ring. I may not be that useful to you, but you can sell me for money when you get back to Traverse Town, which is pretty much what I'm going to do. Release! Alright, good stuff. Let us go into here. And we need to get up to that yellow canopy. Actually, now it's blocked off. I thought that that area to the plaza was open before, but I guess after we released the lock to that, it blocked us off. So maybe it does that automatically or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But for right now, this is where we got to go, because when you walk into the palace gate, you see down there, hey, it's Jafar and Jasmine. They are looking the other way. We have the element of surprise. We also have a chest over there that I kind of want, but I don't know how to get. So I say we just dive in. Geronimo, let's get him.
Setting your sights a little high, aren't you, boy? Back to your hole, street rat. I will not allow you to trouble the princess anymore.
Jasmine!
I'm so sorry, Aladdin.
Genie, help Jasmine, please.
One wish left. You're making this really easy, you know?
So sorry, boy. I'm afraid your second wish has been denied.
What? How did we get pickpocketed by a bird? How did a pickpocket get pickpocketed?
I'm sorry, Al.
And now, I bid you all farewell. Attack!
Alright, so we have a mini-boss right here. This is the Pot Centipede. 600 HP, give you 250 experience, and the Ray of Light accessory when you defeat it. This is a Heartless called by Jafar to stop Aladdin. Its long body is composed of a number of pot spiders linked together. Even if its body comes apart, it can regain itself by... regenerate itself by gathering other pots. So with that in mind, based off of what I just read in the journal, it is a good idea to take down the pot spiders in addition to attacking the pot centipede itself. Oh man, gotta make sure my healing stays up. What's that, a camping set? Not bad. Oh sweet, got scanned, level 21, finally. Not that I can equip it now anyway, because I'm in the middle of a fight. So the way that the pot centipede works is you have the head and you have the butt. The head is pretty much your main area that you want to focus on, because as you beat it up, as you see right there, it'll explode, and by doing that, it'll drop a bunch of HP balls, so you don't have to worry about keep healing. Just grab the HP balls in between. And then, again, it's best to take out the pot spiders in between, because there'll be points where you can't hit the head of the pot centipede. You're going to need to take out the pot spiders, and then this will also prevent it from regenerating too much. The more pot spiders it has on it, the stronger it is. Plus, you can't go wrong with defeating the pot spiders, because you get experience, and they could possibly drop mithril shards. Which, as I explained last time, is very important. And I'm dying, and I almost died there. So far, so good on all that, by the way. Arrow is your friend in this particular case, because these pot spiders are very aggressive. They like to just randomly charge at you, and they do a pretty good amount of damage. And as far as the pot centipede goes, his attacks are short range. But if you're close enough to him, which you need to be in order to hit him, and he hits you, it can do a lot of damage without you even knowing it. So make sure that arrow spell is up as much as possible. Try to get, your MP back. Use ethers if you need to, ethers, whatever you want to call them, and defeat everybody with as many hits and build up that MP. And also watch your health. Health stay up is a good thing. Should be getting close to beating him. Wish I had my scan ability equipped at this point, but at least I have it. That's what matters. Alright. Oh, and don't worry about Jasmine. She's going to be calling for you, helping, yada, yada, yada. This fight isn't, like, timed or anything like that, so you can just take your time and defeat them as they go along. She's not taking any extra damage or whatnot. So just do what you got to do and fight him. Actually, I think at one point she gets taken away, so you won't hear her anymore anyway. We should be close to the end. There we go. Ooh, and a Goofy got Lucky Strike as well. That is awesome. Done. And there's our ray of light. Hallelujah.
Jasmine! To the desert! Come on, let's move!
So that pretty much indicated that Jafar took Jasmine while we were fighting the pot centipede. And then we need to go to the desert in order to rescue her. But before we even move a foot, because there are guys here, we're going to go into our various abilities, and we're going to go and equip Scan, view an enemy's HP gauge during battle, which personally for me, at least in my playstyle, is probably one of the most important abilities in the game, because I can see how much damage I'm doing, how close somebody is to being defeated, and what I have to do in order to get them to the point where they go away. Alright, so I mean I have 2 AP left, there's really nothing else for Sora to equip, but there'll be plenty of things for me to equip later on. As far as Goofy goes, he too has now gotten a Lucky Strike, so Aladdin and Goofy will each have one on, and that'll significantly increase the drop rate of rare items and general items and things along that ways. And Tornado, as great as you are, Lucky Strike, so much better, I don't care. Let's see, I use Ether, so let me replace that. You know what? I'm going to stock those. I'm going to take out another one of these. And my OCD is kicking in, so I need things to be in order. So let's do a Mega Potion. Yeah, 3 others and a Mega Potion, and 2 Mega Potions, just in case, because I can heal everybody else at the same time. As far as equipment goes, the Ray of Light that we got will slightly raise max HP and MP, which is great and all that, but everything else drops, and I really don't want to take anything off Sora that drops like his strength or his defense. And as far as everyone else goes, I mean, I probably could have given it to Goofy because he has an okay amount of defense, but yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that Ray of Light. Don't really need it for anything right now. And that's pretty much all of our setup is going to be. Our main goal is to get all the way back to the front of Agrabah in order to go through the desert. And you know what, let's run through this really quickly. As you can see in the left side, there is a bar now that shows the HP gauge of whoever it is that you're currently locked onto. And be careful, because if you don't have like the blue lock on, Sora will jump auto lock onto various things, so you're just going to see lots of different HPs bouncing all over the place. So keep an eye on whoever it is that you want to beat up, and watch that HP gauge go down as you do as much damage to them as possible. And done! Oh, 2 items! Sweet! Like it! Ah, this Lucky Strike. So good. Alright, let me go and beat these guys up as I go along, and I will meet you in the area right before the desert. Sora's HP went up, and technically Aladdin leveled up earlier too, but I don't show them because they don't mean anything. Alright, I decided to take a quick stop into the storage room here because we're going to be going up against another mini-boss as soon as we leave the city, and you do not get a chance to stop at that one little desert area that has the save point in it that can't bring you to a gummy ship but can still regain your health and everything. So what I'm going to do is... no, actually no, I'm pretty good. We stepped on the save point, we're all healed up and everything along that way. We're going to leave the city and we're going to be automatically brought out to the deep area of the desert, pretty much where we saved Aladdin that first time. Alright, here we go. Away. If you ever decide to come back here prior to this scene, there's not going to really be anything here. Maybe some bandit heartless, but now that we are here, we have an open area for us to explore. Very small, but once we move forward... The tiger head is being controlled by the Heartless. Crush the power of darkness! Which is pretty much what we're going to be doing. we have here the Cave of Wonders Guardian. First appearance Aladdin 1992. This guy has no journal entry, which is really weird because you figured Jiminy would have something to say about a giant tiger head that came up out of the sand that's shooting lasers at us. But this again is another mini boss. He has 380 HP, will give you 400 experience when you beat him, and he doesn't drop anything. Your goal is to hit both of his eyes. The eyes share the same life bar, so you can kind of just bounce back and forth with however you want to hit them, and eventually one will go out, and then you gotta concentrate on the other one. He'll be shooting these little lasers at you. Use the arrow spell in order to reduce the damage, but if you're good with your Keyblade, you know, quick on the draw per se, you can reflect the energy, there you go, right back at him, and earn some tech points that way. You're only going to be able to hit him when he digs his nose into the sand. At that point, you want to try to get up onto his back and stay there for as long as possible. This way you can be right in the action to be able to hit his eyes as much as you can and not have to worry about being on the ground dealing with all the Heartless that he keeps spitting at you. The Heartless are pretty good down here because they will give you a chance to regain some HP because they drop HP balls and they build up your magic again should you need it. Of course, you always have your items if you need to do that as well. But otherwise that, just dodge and roll and heal and run. Lots of running. Running is probably your best bet right now. Let Donald, not Donald, well, if you have Donald, let Donald, Goofy, or Aladdin, depending whoever your team is, take care of the Heartless on the ground. And when the Guardian sticks his head in, jump up and start beating his eyes. Poke him in the eye. Oh, I saw an item. I saw an item come in front of the screen. Whoa! Okay, this is weird. Let's get back up here. Oh man, he's so close to dying. Come on, get him. Get him. Ow. Yeah, best keep up heal. Alright, 1, 2, there we go. Done and done. Sweet. Get the item. Where's the item? Roll! Got it. Woo! I don't know if the item would have disappeared by the time I got back in control of Sora, which is really quickly, but you never know. In any case, the mouth has opened. We are able to enter the Cave of Wonders. And I say we enter its throat and see what wonders this cave holds. I wonder if that's how it got its name. So the Cave of Wonders is broken up into an upper section and a lower section. I think for the remainder of this video, we're just going to go through the upper section. There's a lot of random traps and whatnot that you have to avoid, as well as a white trinity right when you first come in. It's pretty well designed, nicely laid out and whatnot. There isn't much that you have to worry about in terms of the vertical space, but just try to go left and right, beat up the Heartless as you can. There is a pit to the far right that if you fall down, you're going to go to the lower sections of the Cave of Wonders. It doesn't really matter which one you go to. The stuff that you need to do in order to progress the story is all in the lower section, but you're going to maybe miss out on some chests and whatnot in the upper section. So I'm going to walk around the upper section, kind of give you guys a little tour of this. First off, we have right here to your left, you will see a death trap. This will be rolling out a ball that falls down and follows that path. If that hits you, it will do some damage and possibly push you forward as well. Poor Aladdin, he got nailed right there in the face. In addition to that, we have a chest right across the way guarded by a fat bandit. I think I'm going to use this time to explain another mechanic to the game that a lot of people don't know exists. If you hit triangle at any point when you don't need to, like right now, I don't have any type of activation for triangle. No Sonic Blade, no Arc Arms, or whatever like that. Yeah, sort of leveled up. If you hit triangle when you're locked onto somebody, you will then cause your party members to focus on that particular enemy. And this helps for being able to get rid of larger enemies or enemies that are in your way, or just kind of directing them to go fight one particular enemy while you turn around and fight somebody else. It makes it for a lot easier management of your team and gives you a little bit of control, I guess you can say, or at least the illusion of control. So there's a chest over there that we can't get to quite yet, so it's just going to mock me as it stands there. And otherwise that, we have reached the first end of this area, and I'm just going to avoid these guys into section number 2. There's like 3 rooms to the upper section of the Cave of Wonders. This one's the longer of the 3. Got a lot more traps or newer traps and whatnot. There's also a bunch of different ways that you can go in here. Let's see, let's get over here, and I missed. Oh, some shadows. Go away. Whoa, careful. Stay away from that edge. I mean, if you want to fall down into the edge and take care of what you got to take care of, by all means, go for it, but I want to really concentrate on just the upper section right now. Plus, I'm getting potions and all kinds of stuff left and right. That's so good. I love having so many lucky strikes. Alright, go away. Alright, you see that little exclamation point that was above Aladdin? They usually say something like, "You got it," or "Okay," or some type of exclamation that lets you know that they heard your command. He didn't say anything, but if you see that little triangle, or that little exclamation point over their head, that means that I have activated the target this person technique. Alright, we stunned him. Let's get him again. Hit, hit, hit. Oh, we stunned him again. Hit, hit, hit. Go, go, go. Oh, and we stunned him again. Oh, I love stun impact. You can't go anywhere, and I am just slowly but surely beating you down. One more hit. Let's go. There we go. That is how stun impact is supposed to work. You stun them, and then you beat them merciful, whatever. You beat them a lot. I don't know why I couldn't just say that word. You know what I'm trying to say. And if you don't, then whatever. Make up your own word. We got another rolly ball trap right there. We have a yellow trinity in the back, and we have these new things that shoot out water when their eyes glow yellow. That'll push you off into the pits below. Got a stairwell way over there that we can't get to at all. That's going to be quite a while before we have the ability to do that. And then over here, we have more Heartless. Oh, that's great. Stay away from the pits. Go away. Alright, I'm going to take down... I guess these guys would probably be the best ones to take down. There we go. Get back here. Hey. Oh, okay, good. Makes me happy that my guys can actually do something and be able to take down the Heartless while I'm trying to figure out where the heck I'm supposed to jump. Up here we go. We have another chest. Let's open this up. An elixir. Just some good items that you're going to be getting in this particular area. Nothing too off the wall important, but you know what? Leave no chest unopened. I believe I've said that before, and I maintain that. So we have another chest up here, and I fail miserably. Oh man. All right. Let me swing around back up there and try this jump again. Run, 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 jump! Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. I made it. I made it. What are you? A mithril shard. You know what? That was worth it. That was worth the running back and forth and whatnot. And now we have the third and final section to the upper level of the Cave of Wonders, the Bottomless Hall, which is weird because it does have a bottom. We find the bottom if you end up falling down into the pit. This is a shorter area. You can see the exit right along there. There is a chest on a little platform way over there. You won't be able to jump to it, get that right now. It'll be a little bit later before you're able to do something like that. But we have a bunch of pot spiders. Anybody get anything? Anything good down there? No? Alright, whatever. Some shadows are popping up out of the ground, and I want that chest before we move on. Come on, guys. Let's go. Where's Aladdin and Goofy? Let's do this. We need to get rid of these guys, and I really don't want to be falling down into a pit or anything along that ways. Okay, alright, we need to move. I don't know if I'm in front of one of these water blasting things, which I kind of was. Whoa. Whoa, careful. Alright. Ow, poor Aladdin. That will knock you right into that pit, so it's a little inconvenient, especially if you're trying to do some stuff. Alright, and we get a cottage, which again is nothing more than me needing to sell it and whatnot. So again, there's a chest over that way, there's a chest way over in that area that again we won't get to for quite some time, but when I make my revisit back to Agrabah when I have more skills, you'll be able to see everything. I'm going to ignore these guys and go right to the treasure room. This is where the good stuff is. Of course, treasure room. See? What'd I tell you? Good stuff. White mushrooms. Awesome. What do you guys have to do for yourselves today? Oh, I see the one and there's one. Come on. Give me some. There you go. Okay. There we go. See, now they're starting to perform the gravity spell. So, if you manage to grab gravity, which I'm going to, very soon actually, there's a way to get it, you'll be able to cast gravity on these guys in order to start earning that art. I'm going to see, yes, no, I just want to do thunder or heal or, alright, whatever. You know what, this episode's probably running a little bit long as is, so I'm just going to knock these guys out. There'll be plenty of chances for me to get white mushrooms later, so go away. Scram. I don't want to have to deal with your shenanigans. Alright, inside the lamp chamber, it seems it won't budge. Keep exploring the ruins. So what we need to do, I thought there was a save point here, but apparently it only pops up after you have removed the pillar from the lamp chamber. Anyway, in the next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to explore the lower regions of the Cave of Wonders. There's a lot of little caves that we can zip in and out of down there in order to get some items and open up stuff and this, that, and the other thing. And then we'll be able to move forward, open up this door, and go save Jasmine, go get back the genie, and go stop Jafar from doing all of his evil plans because he's the villain. They all have evil plans. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to rate and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, MetalBlade427. Until next time, everyone, you have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.